Good afternoon, beautiful faces. It's been a long time. Forgive me, but it was some stuff going on, and it was with my face that I couldn't be on screen because y'all would have been looking like what the pajeezies. So now your girl is back, but I got something to give y'all. A public announcement. Let's go. Thank you, Daddy. All right. Now, most of you don't know, but you're going to hear whoever listens to this video. You're going to hear today. All right, I got a story. Because I want to tell you, I want to show you how no matter what you go through, whatever process in life, you here for a reason. And it's not you by yourself. It's we. It's going to always be a we. The reason why it's going to always be a we, because we need each other to get each other where we got to go. Point blank and simple. You know, I preached on that a week or so ago. But I want to tell y'all this little story. So please, 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 I'm begging you, watch the full video. All right. Most of you don't know. If you don't, I'm going to show you. Most of you don't know I have a nonprofit organization. I have a nonprofit organization. I had this organization since 2008. People said I wouldn't be able to get it. It was hard to come back. The IRS was not going to grant it to me. The IRS did grant it to me. Here's the IRS paper. I don't want to show y'all my name. But as you can see, that's IRS letterhead. The organization is out of the rain. Let me show you this. I am a 501c3. So you can see 501c3. I was given that status in 2008. Just so you can see it. August of 2008. All right. So you know I am legit. Filed my taxes on it. I almost lost it because I was like, I almost wanted to give up on it because I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, God, you gave it to me, but there's nothing happening for it. I get people saying, oh, I could get you a grant. I could do this for you. Then they take and run off with the money that I gave them. Haven't got a grant, haven't received anything from anybody. So I'm like, what the purpose? So for 2 years, I was like, I'm not finna file my taxes. Just let it go. Until the lady told me, don't you ever do that. File your taxes every year. Okay, so I did. So I wouldn't lose my status. So a lot of you don't know, I got a lot of gift and talent. One, you looking at one of the talents that I got. Outfit got on, I made myself. Do I have a mask to go with this? Yes, I do. Just so you know. Okay. This, one of the first books I produced. And yes, it is on the market. The Strength That Lies in a Single Parent. Recognizing where your help come from. This is the second book. I never found love, but love found me. This is the third book. Identity Theft, What You Don't Know About the Thief. All those Daddy gave to me to write, and it got published. Did I do good marketing? No, that's the problem. I don't know how to market myself. So let me back to what I really wanted to tell you guys. To show you that Daddy gave me a lot of gifts and a lot of talent. So I'm thinking, because I kept getting stiff with my organization, like, Daddy, come on. Every time somebody say they help me, they wind up robbing me or they steal from me. I'm like, Daddy, come on. So I just left it in the closet. Then one day, Daddy gave me this ministry and told me to do it. Didn't work out right at the church, you know, for whatever the case may be. Okay, threw it in the closet. So Daddy told me to take it out, do it for girls. Okay, took it out, did it for girls. Took it to a community center. I'm not gonna say their name because I might get in trouble for it. I don't know. So I'm not gonna say their name. So they took it to the community center. They loved it. So they said they want to take it all to all other, you know, community centers. And I was like, okay. But somehow the management changed hands. It didn't happen. I'm like, okay, Daddy. Every time I think I'm about to do something for Out of the Rain, it doesn't work out. Like, what's going on? So I said, okay, Daddy. You know what? I threw it in the closet. So last year, Daddy said, take it out, dust it off, and revamp it. I'm like, what? Then he gave me a number to call, told me to call this lady. I'm like, okay, Daddy. Call the lady. I'm not going to shout out her name because she didn't give me permission, and I'm going to wait. And when we do, you want to know about her name, inbox me. I'll give it to you. So the lady was like, okay, I could help you. You know, I'm kind of on a, like, man, I'm not too for sure because a lot of people told me they could help me and get me through the door, and then they wind up taking off my money. She was like, no, I could really help you, Donna. I could help you. So, okay, okay, God, I'm gonna trust you on this. So, okay, I you know, got the services, paid for my services. Man, every time she said do something, I did it, but I did extra. And then when by the time she get it, she was like, man, okay, this mind blowing. You did more than what I asked you to do. So then next thing you know, we stopped because I didn't have the finances, and then I was put in a situation where, like, man, this is my last. Look, God, this is my last, and I'm like, I'm gonna trust you on this. I'm gonna give it to this young lady, but Daddy, this is my last. You know, I don't have a job. I don't have no money coming in. Okay, so I gave it to her. Next thing I know, we finished, and so let me explain to you. It's a program Daddy gave me. It's called Inspire. Inspire means inspire, nurture, support, positive, involve, renew, and empower. That's what inspire means. You can see up here. So when Daddy gave it to me and I broke it down, I'm gonna tell you, it's more to this book than what you see right here. So when Daddy broke it down to me, told me to do a revamp it, and he said, I want you to take it to the courts. I said, what? I'm like, oh, geez, no, he ain't trying to get me over there. Not this girl. Oh, my goodness. I'm like, oh, my stomach started hurting. I'm like, Daddy, I don't know. I'm like, Daddy, now you know your girl. And I'm like, Daddy, is you sure? I'm like, we got, hey, take it to the court. The young lady told me she could help me. She said, Donna, I got you. She was like, you can't walk in your past. You got to walk in your present. She said, trust God in this situation. I'm looking like, you know, I'm a little iffy because, you know, all what people have done. So to get to the great news, and I don't want to cry for you guys, but I get teary-eyed thinking, y'all don't know, but ever since 2008, we in 2022. Look how long that's been. 2008. You guys don't know how I started it in 2008. I stood up for hours. When I say from the time my kids got up from school to the time it was for them to go to bed, I was at the table working out of the rain. I got a big booklet for it. From the time it was days at a time I was at the table working on it, saying, okay, Daddy, listening to Daddy what this do, listen to how he want me to construct it, listen to how me doing, paying, getting help for it, paying for that help, doing this and that. Then you get a letter talking about, no, we can't extradite it. Sorry, we can't do this. We need more information. Okay, Daddy, what I'm gonna do? You gotta give me the information. I don't know. This is all new to me. So then he wound up putting somebody on the phone from the IRS to break everything down for me to get it in order to get it back. And that's when I got approved. Didn't know I was approved. You see it says August. I didn't find out I was approved until November of 2008. So look at all the months that I didn't know because I didn't know what was going on and things like that. So it gets me to this point where this is the reason why I want to cry. From 2008 to now, I'm like, you gave me a vision and it's not coming, Daddy. What can I do? Am I not obeying you? Am I not listening? Did I hear you right? I don't think I heard you. Something is going on because none of this is taking off. You gave me this vision. So the last time I said, look here, Daddy, look, I came to a conclusion. Back to what I told you when people said, oh, if God gave you a vision, he gave you the provision. So let me tell you what happened. I said, okay, Daddy. I was like, this is what I'm going to do for you this year. I said, you gave me the provision. Okay, the provision is not necessarily the money, but you gave me the mind, the ability to think. So what I'm going to do for you, Daddy, I'm gonna do this for you. I said, no matter what this year brings me, no matter what I go through this year, I said, I'm gonna promise you this. I said, I'm gonna work on my credit. I'm gonna fix this credit. I said, I'm gonna work on my credit, bring my score up to a certain point, and I'm gonna get me a house to run this ministry for you. And I was like, ain't nothing gonna stop me. I don't care what I gotta do this year to get it done, but I promise you this year to get it done, because that's the provision you gave me, to give me the ability to have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to do the paperwork. So I said, Daddy, I'm gonna do it. So when that kicked off, next thing I know, I present my things to the court. I took it to 10 counties. I was like, okay, out of 10 counties, somebody got to call me back. So I know the video is going on a little bit long, but I promise you, stay to the end. I'm looking like, okay, so Daddy, you know what? I said, I'm gonna take it to these counties, these 10 counties. Somebody gotta say something to me. I'm sending out emails saying, okay, presenting it. I was like, I'm ready to do Zoom, ready to do meetings with you. Only one person called me back to do a Zoom meeting. They did that Zoom meeting with me. It was like, I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited too. They was like, we would love to have you here. Okay. Then another county reach out. Okay, do an application. Another county reach out. Do an application. We need to do a background check. Okay. So all that's one now. So these 3 counties, I ain't hearing back no more. They telling me they doing this. Okay. So finally, last week, one of the counties, one of the biggest counties, called me, was like, all right, your background came back clear. All right, we gonna run with this. But we ain't gonna be able to fund it. I'm looking like, all right, don't worry, we still gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So now I'm not worried about that one. God got that covered. I'm not gonna worry. So then I'm looking like, okay, the other one, I'm still waiting to get back. But I went to a meeting this morning. That's why you see your girl dressed like this. The lady from the one county, she said, I want this in the county. I'm like, okay, where you gonna do it at? I don't have a building. Me, I don't have a building. All right, I got a resource building for you. And if we can't get you in the resource building, then we gonna get you over there to a church. All right, what's the minimum you take? I said the minimum, okay, let's do 5. All right, I got a few for you. They don't know how they gonna fund it because the courts don't have money, they say. But she said, we gonna find it. Okay, so all right. So she willing to help. So she gave me a referral. I'm about to present this to the judge. Be looking for a phone call. Okay. All right. What? Okay. I'm looking like, oh, okay, God. Like I'm not gonna break down. But I see you moving. Okay, then the next one. All right, I'm about to go into the application process. Tell her I'm working on getting a home. She said a residential home? Yeah. That right there let me know you intrigued by what it is I'm doing. She told me you got a heart. She said your heart bigger than this courthouse. I looked at, she was like, I feel you all over. She was like, the way she was talking, we gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. So I took a long story. Can't make it short because it took it so long. But what I'm saying, it took this long. Off of one person helping me, saying we gonna critique this to a course. It's no longer what did she say? A class. We can't call it a class. We gotta call it a course, and you gotta design it like it's a college course. And I designed it like it's a college course. I didn't do it. God gave me the ability to let the Holy Spirit move through me to do it, get it done. So to make a long story short, the vision that God gave me pertaining to Out of the Rain is finally taking off. Because when they said, Donna, you got to find the funding, and I'm looking like, oh my goodness. So I made a phone call. I wasn't making a phone call to get any money. I was just calling to check up on somebody to see how they were doing. And when I was explaining to the program that I had, how much, I got this for you. I said, what? They said, yeah, I'm going to send it to you right now in Cash App. I said, what? I'm not gonna divulge the person's name but they sent me a significant amount of money to begin. And I'm like, right then and there, all I had to do at the end of the day is we cannot get discouraged. We cannot lose faith. If Daddy said it's gonna get done, it might not get done when you think it or when you feel like it or when you think it should happen. It's going to work out on his timing. So when I tell you, man, guys, oh yeah. And I'm gonna come with another public announcement because I'm gonna need y'all help. Hey, we got to inspire these young girls. We got to get these girls off the street, out the system, all of that. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come in here and ask for your help. Whether you give it to me or not, that's totally up to you. But I'm not gonna bite my tongue no more. I'm gonna ask for your help. I got a nonprofit organization which you can contribute to, which you can write off on your taxes. Come on now. Why wouldn't you want to help a Black entrepreneur who's trying to do something? I ain't trying to do this for greed. I'm trying to do this to save some girls. Now, either you get in, well, I feel as though you should. I feel as though you should help. Think about it, okay? I told you the video was long, and I miss you. And I know y'all guys miss me too, and I know you glad for me. And you pray for this because I know what God gave me is something wonderful and it's beautiful and it can help our girls. So, and you know how your girls are important. So, with that being said, thank you so much for listening, and thank you. I appreciate you guys. Man, you guys are the best. So pray for me, because Out of the Rain is taking off, and she gonna need you guys' help, because I promise you I'm about to start doing the fundraiser. Until I see you beautiful faces again, I'll be back tomorrow with a little short teaching. How about that? All right. Till then, man, much love. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry for holding up all your time. Bye-bye.